Why is that? Well, because there's something called a whisper number. So in other words, no matter what you tell them, they're going to think your reported earnings are going to be way above what you projected. And when you're not way above what you projected, the stock takes a hit. And that's what happened with Microsoft last week. So Microsoft beat headline revenue expectations, but investors zeroed in on whether Azure growth trajectory and guidance truly justified the valuation, especially with the AI infrastructure spending climbing. The market's getting skittish right now. And by the way, I'm not a stock market analyst. You're going to hear me discuss the stock market in context of the overall cloud computing market. And that's what I'm doing here. But it's interesting the way that people value tech companies, specifically cloud computing companies. And this is, something that I see a lot in the industry. And it's interesting to me because ultimately you have to kind of separate what the value of the company is, what the value of the stock price is, versus the innovative value of the company, the growth value of the company, which is really what people should look at. So the street heard a message: we're investing heavily ahead of demand, while the market wanted, we're converting AI demand into profitable, durable growth right now. That mismatch, cloud momentum optics plus CapEx-driven margin anxiety, triggered a sharp reset in expectations, which drove the sell-off. So people didn't see Microsoft performing as to what they expected, not necessarily what Microsoft was saying, and they punished them in the stock market. It happens a lot. I've been the officer of 3 different publicly traded companies, and it's always frustrating because you're announcing the street that say we're going to be at $100 million revenue this quarter, and we come out at 105 revenue, and that's beating our numbers. And the stock still goes down. And that's because the whisper number around that particular company, around the particular stock, was way above 105. Let's say it's at 120. And when you don't meet the whisper number, even though you're not telling people that that's what you're going to earn, you get punished for it, which seems unfair, but that's kind of the way the stock market works. And that's what happened to Microsoft last week. So this was a beat and drop because Microsoft didn't miss results. It missed the market's need for clear cloud acceleration signals that they're seeing in the marketplace.